Monday, midday. Listen, what's popping to y'all? We ain't worried about how you doing, how you feeling on this Monday, midday. Yes. We in here. And I want to shout out everybody that tapped in and tuned into the lives over the weekend, the sporadic lives and all that. Okay. Thumbs me up if you just entered the room. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button for the one time if you don't mind. And happy Monday to everybody up in the building. It's the beginning of the work week. I know some of y'all hate that. I hate it for you. Okay. But we got to do what we got to do. Hey, Mama Debbie. What's up, Rosalind? Lieutenant and things. What's up, Lucy, baby? Hey, Wowie. What's up, Liddy City? Hey, Kim. Yup. Hey, you guys can head on over to Instagram. If you into Instagram, go to Local the Coldest Libra. Send me a request to follow. Yup. And I definitely pay attention. I write back and I post every now and then. You know, I'm trying to do a little drama cleansing, session. So it ain't really been messy over there, but it can get there. Okay, we can get there, bitch, if need be. Anyway, we know what it is. It's still Pisces season for the one time. And time is flying, bitch. It's tax season for some folks, and I still ain't went and filed mine. Hey, Renee, baby, I still ain't went and filed mine. Yeah. So over the weekend, you guys, I made a couple of announcements, okay, pertaining to some adjustments. Hey, Valerie Love. Hey, VT Boo. Hey, Liddy Rivers. And so hopefully there was some heed taken to those announcements that I had made, because I mean every word that I say. You know, in this particular time of the year, I feel like senses have been heightened. Hey, KT, baby, senses are heightened. A lot of us can feel certain things. And I'm just in that state of mind, or that mind state where, you know, I want to free myself from all false pretenses, anything that doesn't fulfill my spirit in a positive way. And that goes for people, places, and things. Baby, I even did a nice old closet cleanse, okay? If I ain't touched it in 1 year, it's got to go. I'm talking about stuff with tags and all, bitch. It had to go, okay? You know, letting go of those old attachments. And I would suggest, hey, Rochelle, that, you know, if you have some spare time between your work day and, you know, whatever you have going on in your day, whether you're married, you know, a mother, a grandmother, whatever you are, clean house, bitch. It's almost spring cleaning. I said it's almost spring cleaning. And so don't forget to do your chores. Clean house if you got to, okay? You know, get in those cracks and crevices of life, as well as those cracks and crevices in your own house, in your own realm, and get your clean on. Anything that doesn't serve a purpose positively, or anything that doesn't fulfill your spirit, it is junk, and you should rid of it. Simple. Very simple, okay? So I know you guys can hear me. Somebody said no sound. I don't know. I think that they can hear me because I'm seeing some responses. So hopefully you can adjust your device and be able to hear me. Flame it up if you can hear me for the one time. Happy Monday, y'all. Okay. We in here right now. If you appreciate these midday shows, I'm asking that you give high energy in the chat. Don't forget to support the channel. We are not monetized, and hopefully we can get on our way. It seems like as soon as we start getting excited, the algorithm slows down, and I don't understand it because I'm continuously posting on this channel. So it'll get there. Fear no one says, yes, I do. I got bags of stuff. Yeah. Why don't you email me on the back end? Fear none, Liddy. Okay. And let's see if we can compare sizes and see if, you know, if I might have anything that you might like. I'd much rather give it to somebody that can use it, as opposed to, you know, throwing it in the, I don't throw things in the garbage. I'm not going to lie. I usually will pass things on. or it'll just sit, it'll sit around. And so I have to clean house. I'm talking about hundreds of pairs of shoes. My kids, they have forbidden me to buy any more shoes. I have a bit of a hoarder personality. Like if I like something, I like a lot of it. Isn't anybody else that's like that? Man, free yourself, okay? I'm definitely sentimental. So, I don't want to be on the show Hoarders later on in life. Okay. So I'm just trying to clean it up while I'm still young, break myself from habit, because you will be surprised. And we all know that hoarding is a deeper underlying issue. And I'm so to myself and so stingy with my heart and my feelings. That's just me being honest for the one time. So I do hold on to certain things, but not people, bitch. I let a person go in a heartbeat, okay? Because people hurt. See, shoes and bags and glasses, they don't hurt, okay? They might hurt them in pockets and stuff if you ain't got it, if you ain't boiling, okay? But they ain't hurting no feelings, bitch, okay? So yeah, I'd rather go rack up on some things and as opposed to grabbing people that aren't good for me or who will serve the same purpose as some shit that's sitting up in my closet that I ain't wore for about a year or so or never even touched. Okay, because there are people that would be considered, junk friends as well. The ones that are never around when you need them. The ones that's going to always give you that negative advice. Yeah, go get her ass. Yeah, cuss her ass out instead of telling you the right thing to do. Okay, so it's a such thing as junk relationships as well. So, be ahead of the game in a few more weeks. April is near. It's right around the corner with the grace of the good guys. And we'll be in the season of the spring already. So if you want to be ahead of the game, start cleaning now. Start a spiritual cleanse first. And then, gradually move on to getting around to your house. Okay. Now, as I said, what my motto is if I haven't engaged in it, if I haven't popped a tag on it, it got to go. If it's been 12 months or over 12 months, it's out of there. Right? Lucy, I know you a shopper. Let me get my hammer out. Honey, we should do a big old, damn it, that would be a good idea. You know what? How y'all feeling about that? Okay. Now, let me just go ahead and say, I was a granny's girl in her time on this earth. And we would go, what is it called? My granny liked to do, she used to call it rummage shopping. Okay. Where she would go to the flea markets or the antique store, that's just what older folks used to do. And I enjoyed every bit of it. Okay. If anybody, I could probably set something up starting with myself. Okay. We could maybe do it on Instagram, or I could post it. I don't want to post it on YouTube. YouTube is so full of infestation of haters. The miserables, bitch. Land of the mizzy. Okay. But we can head right on over to Instagram. And I actually have a Discord as well that I would like to invite you guys to. And I mean, it's free balls over in the Discord. I'm talking about you can do whatever you want over there, talk about whoever you want, all of that. Okay. It really goes down in that Discord and you have all the reign to do it. I mean, you can post consistently. It's just like, having text message access to everybody in the Liddy VIP squad. So we got a lot of good things coming up. Okay. But we can use the Discord or the Instagram for anybody that wants to set up like a donation little closet, stuff that is not used to the point where it looks used. But if you have some things that you would like to donate to people or ship out to people that maybe share the same size or the same taste as you, or might be in need of some spring clothes, man, let's be effective. Ain't no whole lot of y'all see the beautiful Cindy sent me that braid hem, and baby, every time I wore it about 3 times because I love it. Yup. Got plenty of bags, all type of Gucci and Louis and Fendi. Yes, I do. But I'm not too good for a braid hem that was slightly worn, lightly used. Yup, that's why I'm blessed. because I ain't too proud, bitch. You understand me? And still to this day, if I put it on today, I'm gonna get a compliment because I wear it with pride. And so my confidence exudes. People say, oh, that's a pretty bag, right? Even though they probably seen it before. So, you know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Okay. And so ain't nothing wrong with some slightly used stuff as long as it is in good condition. And so I think pay it forward. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yep. Fear no one. So follow me on Instagram, Fear No One, Local the Coldest Libra, all one word. I'm gonna be accepting all requests. If a bitch want to look, you can look at this beauty, bitch. You can look at the good DNA, bitch. You can come snoop around to the truth. I ain't even worried about it no more. Okay. Infiltrators and all. I know you're watching anyways, right? So, you know, let's just get it going over there. Follow me on Instagram, Local the Coldest Libra. Let's start a closet for any women. You can be plus size or you can be a size 4. If you have some lightly used stuff that, you know, you would like to donate for people that are not hate to say in need, but people that are interested. Because sometimes you can be interested and not in need. Okay, it's just called being humble and not too proud. Period, point blank. And let's start that today. I'm gonna be looking forward to that, y'all. Let's be effective. You'll be surprised how many blessings you get when you start becoming a blessing to somebody else. And I know that I have many. Period. So we had mentioned yesterday, energy-wise, that this would be a good time to elevate your mind. What's up, Peanut, baby? Where my rock at? This would be a good, hey, Boricua, Cynthia, shout out to everybody in the chat for the one time. Happy midday Monday. Says you can even call on Discord. Yes, you can, Lucy. You want to help me get them over them in there? You know, I'll let you help orchestrate it because you cold like that. Okay, but we already got the Discord set up and shit. I already have the server and everything. I'm trying to get it lit, but I am waiting on one thing. But if anybody is interested in being a part of the Discord, I'm telling you, it goes down. Okay, so over the weekend, we talked about this being a time of starting anew, going ahead and accomplishing whatever your goals is. You might have an innovative mind around about this time, right? Where you just want to start new things, go get it. Just like how we just set up what we could do on either the Discord or Instagram as far as a little, pass me down boutique. We'll come up with a cute little name for it. Ain't no whole lot of, and we can have this shit going on all year round. Why not? Pass the love around. I'm loving the idea. Okay. I also would love to give you guys prompts and tips on certain natural products that I use. Okay. That I feel like are really good. And as we may or may not know, there are many small Black businesses. Okay. Some are trying to get up off the ground and some are already going, but very reputable and very good, companies to support if you're into beauty and self-care and all of that stuff. Y'all would be shocked how much money I spend just trying to support if I feel like you genuine. Okay. Especially on products. I'm a product kind of girl. And I know I have some twins around here. But exercise this energy. Yeah, use this energy. It says, I can't believe clock spring for Boricua. Time is flying. Time is flying. It's almost like, the karate movies where they go, wah, wah! I mean, and you do a full circle and we 10 years later. 10 years later in one motherfucking week. You hear me? Time is flying. It's almost scary. So you better get with the program because you just don't know. I had read an article that Biden is prompting people to get away from virtual reality and go stand on them feet again. He wants you to go work like old Hebrew slave like you did back in the day. They ain't liking the fact that their crafty devices said the scriptures. Their crafty devices will be used and turned against them. So we done took this mechanism of the web and the net and figured out a way how to make it, work for ourselves, like we always do. And they don't like that. So your essential workers aren't so essential anymore. Essential workers are sitting on their fat ass like me. Okay, yeah, bringing in this coin. Now, I'm not saying that you can't go to work, because I actually suggest that you do something to occupy your day, because we know what an idle mind will do. An idle mind can easily get intertwined into havoc and chaos, bitch. And we're not suggesting that. Get your ass out, go get you a gym membership, get your ass up, go get your little part-time gig if you want to, but make sure you have several streams of income, because we don't know when, devastation is near. We don't know if there'll ever be a blackout. We don't know if famine is coming. You just never know. Time is not speeding up this fast for nothing. Okay. And so if you keep up with the news, you'll see where Biden has mentioned that he wants people to take advantage and get on up and gone back to work again. Okay. Almost to say that Niji's done got too comfortable. Shout out to Valerie, baby. I see you, and much love. Thank you for supporting me, sis. So y'all want to get into this midday news. I don't want to talk too long. We're 20 minutes in. Okay, I hope everybody is feeling grand. Remember to intake you some natural herbs, whatever it may be. Gray tea, orange tea, green tea. Okay, get you some natural herbs for healing. Don't forget about the crystals that I mentioned yesterday. Did you know, as a specific zodiac sign, if I have any Geminis in the room, if I have any Cancers in the room, you have a certain set of crystals or gems that you can use for spiritual inclination, to incline you spiritually, and to heal certain elements of your own chart. Okay. And that is something that we can get into. Now, I do know that El Henny, a while back, had mentioned that he had a stone or gem company. So, don't forget, I'll ask him to send me the link, or maybe post the link. I know that he has a website where he's doing like bath and body works and stuff, but I think he still has gems as well. Now, him and I have never spoke about these stones, because we can't talk about everything at one time, but this is a good time to get into birth stones, healing crystals, and healing gems. And as a specific zodiac sign, there are a selected kind of gems for you. Okay, try something new. Open up your chakras. Open up your mind. Right? You believe it or not, we got all kind of Nijis around here that have exactly what you're looking for. Okay, and maybe it might take a reference or two. I've never ever minded shouting anybody out or giving props to. I'm the one that gets done wrong all the time. Okay, but I'm always shouting people out. It's almost like I can't help it. And so I would suggest that you take advantage of these smaller Black businesses that are trying to elevate themselves, and also give you a product that can help you elevate as well. Okay. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Happy Monday, midday. I want to get into this celebrity news for the one time, and I feel like I got a fire, however the hell you want to say it, live set up on the main channel for later on. It's called Toxic Narcissists and the People That Tolerate Them. Okay, it's gonna be lit. So be sure you set your reminder so that you can be a part of that live. I want to see all my lits there. Okay, I've been coming out nonstop. When something pops up in my head, I come out, I deliver it, because it's that time of the year. Feeling empowered, and you just want to be a light if that is what's in you to spread around. So Michelle says, babe got me into the gems and stones now. His bro has a gemstone company and they are going. Okay. Do you have a link that you can drop in the chat? Beautiful. If you got a link for bro, drop that in the chat if you can, or y'all can head over to Henny's channel and message him about it. Maybe, you know, he could get with me and we can explain these gems on a live. Flame it up if you guys would like that. I mean, come on, there's so many things that we could be talking about that is effective, that can actually assist you with everyday coping, life mechanisms, healing mechanisms, you know, and crystals, gems are definitely one of them, okay? So if you want to pass the message on to me, Michelle, you're welcome as well. Tell Henny that we hollered for him over here about the stones and the gems. And, you know, we can even talk about setting up a live to kind of explain what certain gems and healings are meant for. Okay. I did touch on it yesterday a bit about how powerful gems were in the ancient times. I also spoke about the most powerful gem that we carry around every day in our own life, in our own body, which is the pineal gland. Okay. So we do have the most powerful gem. And, you know, I don't think we know how to use it, but you can definitely start by using the earth provided crystals and gems and stones. It looks like him, he's in the chat. Okay. So he should have a link for you guys if you want to go support. And I'm thinking about setting up a live so I can further explain it. Okay. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Let's get into some of this celebrity news, y'all, before it's too late. You know, I'll talk you up a storm, bitch. Okay, and I don't want to do that. It's Monday. Don't nobody want to hear all that. Thumbs me up for the one time we in here. Celebrity updates. You know, I'm really getting ready to give me some more intro. I just realized that was Yardy B. You know, I don't even want to play our music over here. I don't care for. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go to another. Let's find something else. I'm Patty. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, fine. What's up, Trisha? Look, I'm so glad. What has gotten into y'all this Monday? Oh, it's the spirit, bitch. It's the spirit. Happy Monday, y'all. I'm so glad to see y'all. And you know what? It's really about that time for some giveaways. We sitting over there. You know, I know M's probably at work right now, but we sitting over there with some grand old giveaways that still need a home. Okay, I don't know why we can't come together and get this shit done. Okay, but I want to get those giveaways out, and maybe once we have a discussion about gems, and I'll further, you know, enlighten you on how important crystals and gems and things are, then maybe we could give away some. Okay, it ain't nothing but a matter of a phone call and whatever and whatnot. It can be done. Okay, and you know, I'm sure it's not that expensive to give a few loyal ladies a couple of gems. You know, I received some energy candles. I actually bought 2 of them. Okay, they were like $25 a piece. So I would consider that affordable. The candle's supposed to last about 8 hours, which is a pretty decent time. And these candles are energy candles, and they have certain crystals, okay, and certain soothing mechanisms in the candle as it burns, which gives off an energy and an aura, okay? So that's a whole nother realm that we can get into, but I think it's important since we're constantly trying to dodge the negativity. Okay, it's so easy to be a part of it, but it's much harder to stay up out of it, even though a little mess is necessary from time to time. You understand me? Okay, so I want to move on to the shade room for the one time. Thumbs me up if you just entered the room. I'm so glad to have y'all here. Okay, we on our way. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, girl. It ain't gonna hurt you. Let's go over to the shade room. Okay. Now, I picked these stories out last night And as I was scrolling through, I really didn't see anything new. Okay. So I don't think there's anything new to talk about. Besides some regurgitated news that we've already mentioned over here, or some updates on some people that we've mentioned over here from time to time, okay? Like Bill Cosby being one of them, all right? Poor Bill. The Supreme Court announces that they will not review Bill Cosby's overturned conviction. Last year, Pennsylvania prosecutors asked the Supreme Court to review Bill Cosby's overturned conviction in his sexual assault case. On Monday, the court reached a decision and decided not to review the case, leaving in place the previous decision made by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. According to the AP News on Monday, the Supreme Court announced their decision is not review the overturned conviction without comment, leaving Cosby a free man and bringing an end to his battle in court after being accused of sexually assaulting various women throughout the years. Cosby was released from prison last June after the Pennsylvania's Supreme Court ruled the non-prosecution agreement with the prior prosecutor should have precluded him from being criminally charged in the case. Cosby's spokesperson, Andrew Wyatt, commented about the Supreme Court's recent decision and said, "This is truly a victory for Mr. Cosby, but it shows that cheating will never get you far in life, and the corruption that lies within Montgomery County's district attorney office has been," and then they asked you to read more. So I think we talked about the update right here on the Midday show, when just out of the blue, Cosby's judgment was overturned and further conviction was placed upon him to say that, you know, he was guilty and could serve some more time. So it looks like that has been thrown out of the window. And listen, that's amazing news for Bill Cosby. I mean, look at poor Cosby. He can't handle no more. Okay. Cosby can't handle no more. Please leave that man alone and anybody that looks like him. Now, with that being said, maybe R. Kelly can get some of the same privileges. Okay. Anybody know how long R. Kelly has been incarcerated? Does anybody know? Has it been about 4 years, y'all? Shout out to Miguel. Much love, Miguel. Yes, you would definitely be on that list when we start sending out stuff, Miss Gail. I want you to know that. Okay. And all of my loyal supporters, the consistent ones. Anybody know how long Cosby was behind bars? Because I'm trying to compare and see if it was as long as R. Kelly was. Okay. Now, the same thing that we just heard about Bill Cosby, okay, could be the same thing that may happen for R. Kelly. We just don't know. Okay. But we do know that they have tried to put more time on R. Kelly, just like what we just read with Bill Cosby. And if that happens, then you will never see R. Kelly again. Now, I will say that within the melanated community, it never ceases to amaze me. We do have a such thing called get back or a comeback. Okay. But I do believe that R. Kelly's music career is over. I mean, with all of the allegations that have been placed, you know, on him, I don't even think that Aniji would feel comfortable playing his music in their house around kids and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so we love you, Kelly, because we grew up around you and listening to you. But as far as a future after release, if there ever is a release, I don't think that the music career would go anywhere. It's over. Okay. So it's more about his freedom, right? Next, I want to move on to another blog in the Shade Room. Shout out to the Shade Room, Black owned, Black operated. They said, talk that talk. LeBron James speaks on why he's still hitting the court after 19 seasons. Says, I'm still nice out there, y'all. You know, LeBron is a massive man with massive powers. Okay. He's like some type of a basketballing robot. Okay. First rule to be a GOAT, You have to believe you're the GOAT, bitch. But see, my ladies already knew that. Because they listen to a GOAT every day, and she knows she the GOAT, okay? Can't nobody tell her a shot. So I agree with LeBron. I'm going to read it again. He says, the first rule to being the GOAT, bitch, you got to know you the GOAT, okay? And that seems to be no issue for the basketball player LeBron James. I definitely agree. That is facts, okay? Got to have that confidence, but you also got to have the evidence to back it up. You can't go around saying you the shot and you ain't putting out, the proof, okay? So let's clarify that for all you fucks and copycats. In the latest episode of The Shop, LeBron opened up about why he's still hitting the court after 19 seasons. That's 19 years. That's almost 2 decades, okay? His answers came after he explained that he dislikes missing games due to injuries because he thinks about the fans, especially the kids who travel just to see him play. Just one day after the release of his interview, LeBron put up 56 points in the 124/116 point game. Los Angeles Lakers win over the Golden State Warriors. What are your thoughts, ladies? Man, let's do a quick little poll. Can we do a quick little poll? I'm going to throw out some names and y'all tell me how y'all feeling. Okay. Okay. Kobe Bryant, RIP, or LeBron James, okay? Flame it up if it's Kobe Bryant, if he's the GOAT. Or hammer in the chat if it's LeBron James. We only deal with the flames and the hammers. Kobe Bryant, flames, hammers, LeBron James. Who's the GOAT, Kobe or LeBron?
48 hurt.
Come on in, y'all. Hey. I see you. Okay, Kobe. Damn, son.
Taven this shit crack.
Oh, shit, bitch. Okay, we got a lot of Kobe lovers up in the house, and rightfully so. Okay, we know that Kobe was the GOAT, right? Every time the Laker is always gonna consist of the GOATs, But we definitely got to name LeBron the GOAT as well. He is the GOAT. I ain't gonna lie. He's a beast, okay? And Kobe was as well. And as a matter of fact, LeBron better be careful because we know what the industry does to our beastly melanated men. They know that you're an engine. They know that you're an engine that can ball, entertain up until you about 60 years old, maybe. Shit, I know LeBron's hitting 40 something. Okay, he said he's still looking nice out there. He said he ain't got to retire because he's still hitting them quotas, or the threshold, so to speak. Let's see if we can listen to what LeBron had to say.
I'm trying to squeeze as much juice out of this orange as I can. Well, I can. Why not? And I'm still good.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Still good.
if I was out there on some nasty looking Bron, I'd have been quit. But I'm still nice.
Yes, Rob. So can y'all hear okay?
It's just in me, man. I love competing. I love winning. I love just playing the game. Because I know at some point I ain't gonna be able to play it no more. Well, at that level.
Can y'all hear?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to squeeze as much juice out of this orange as I can. Well, I can. Why not? And I'm still good.
Mm-hmm.
Hit the like button, y'all,
Still good.
for the one
I was
time.
out there on some nasty looking Bron. I'd have been quit, but I'm still nice as there. So it's
So he said he's still nice out there, y'all. He said, why fix it if it ain't broke? Why retire when he still got time? He said, oh, I still got time, baby. He said, I still got time. Okay. Shout out to Henny for helping me get the audio together around here. We've been doing good ever since. Okay. My Igga, if he don't get no bigger, right? Now let's talk about that good DNA. Them good roots, right? You know, it's many ways where you can show off your good DNA. Okay. If you have good brains, right? If you pick up on skills really fast, if you learn fast, if you're articulate, intelligent, that would be good DNA. If your skin is beautiful, okay, no matter what shade it is, if it's clear, if it's glowing, that's good DNA. Yep. If your bone structure hits them angles at a certain type, a certain degree, bitch, you got some thoroughbred DNA around there. And we ain't gonna talk about that hair. Okay. Now I want to introduce cousin It's little cousin. Okay, this girl got more hair than body. The Shade Room goes on to say Savannah James got the Zuri James natural tresses flowing. Okay, now I don't know if they're advertising a product, but let's look at what the good DNA look like for the one time. And that's all her hair down to her kneecaps, bitch. Okay. And that gotta be her mama because she looked just like her. No permanent, no permanent, no permanent, no chemical, just a nasty old straightening comb and some grease. That's all you really need, bitch. Okay, so let's pay a little homage to the melanin and what it really do. If you got them good genes, you understand me? And there's several ways to have good genes. It don't just consist of her. But congratulations to that beautiful princess. She definitely got something to brag about. Okay, now we talked about it over here on the Midday show maybe a week or so ago. We always give our opinion about these staged exhibition fights, one of them including Mayweather and the Logan brother. They figured out another way to destroy the reputation of one of your melanated boxing greats like Mike Tyson. Okay, they have set it up where Mike Tyson is supposed to be fighting one of the Logan brothers here shortly. Okay, but we know that even before Mike Tyson's retirement, he had struggled with maintaining that championship belt. Okay, but Mike Tyson is titled the real Birdman. Now, if you don't know who Birdman is, he's one of the founders of Cash Money Records, right? But they're speaking in a literal sense. Take a look.
It's my dog show. It's my dog. Yeah, my dog.
Okay, so he's tongue kissing the pigeons. And looks like he's got a whole flock of them, a flock of pigeons. Raising pigeons. Now, I do believe that is a skill. Now, I don't know about kissing them in the mouth. I don't know about mouth to beak bird kissing. Okay, I don't know about that, right? But I know it is a skill to raise and breed pigeons. I don't know what pigeons are good for besides shotting all over the window. Anybody know what a pigeon is good for besides dunging all over your windshield, Butch? I'm just asking, you know. Poor Mike. Mike, you better be in that gym and get ready to wrestle that big old country fed white boy. Okay, that's what you better be preparing for, not kissing pigeons in the mouth. Poor Mike. And y'all think he gonna win that fight. You better go on somewhere. Moving on in other TikTok news, the Shade Room says TikTok and Netflix suspend services in Russia amid the ongoing invasion of Ukraine. TikTok suspends new content on live streaming access due to new fake news. Now, what I found strikingly interesting about this story is something similar happened to me yesterday. I worked hard on condensing some very massive, major, life-changing facts into a 1-hour video, only for YouTube to tell me that the content was inappropriate. So they have passed a new law called a fake news law, right? Because we know that if it ain't coming from them, they want you to consider it fake news. All platforms are involved and guilty of, not just TikTok, okay? And so it looks like some streaming was done from people in the Ukraine and Russia amid, okay? And TikTok has suspended their accounts. So pretty much they don't want you seeing what's really going on over there, how things are being handled in real time, in real news, okay? So they even go as far enough to call it fake news. The list of companies that have suspended their services in Russia, so they suspended services in Russia as well, continues to grow. On Sunday, TikTok and Netflix joined the list. TikTok has not completely suspended the use of their app, but only certain features, while a rep for Netflix has confirmed that the streaming service has been suspended in Russia. According to NBC, on Sunday, TikTok announced that they have suspended new content and live streaming abilities on their platform in Russia. The suspension is due to Russia's new fake news law, which has now made it an offense to disseminate what is described as fake news or information about the country's armed forces. TikTok said in a statement, in light of Russia's new fake news law, we have no choice but to suspend live streaming and new content to our video service in Russia while we review the safety implications of this law. And so don't you dare think that only Russia, America is the first ones to, well, Asia is the first ones to enforce this law, which is why some countries in Asia, they don't have access to things like YouTube and other streaming platforms. Okay, so Asia first, America second, and then here we are, Russia, which will be the Europeans next. TikTok suspends new content and live streaming abilities on its platform in Russia due to country's fake news law, the app announces, right? So that's another filter, another mutation. They want to mute and filter the truth in all over the world, not just in one region. So this is the article that I was telling you guys about. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Man, I appreciate the high energy in the chat. This is definitely a way to start the week off right. I'm gonna get my hammer out for the ladies, bitch. I see y'all, okay? This is that article I was telling y'all about. President Biden encourages people to return to the office after he pushes an end to remote work. What, bitch? Y'all set this shit up and now y'all don't like it, right? Shade Room goes on to say President Biden pushes for an end to remote work for a second time this week. So he's pretty much putting emphasis on it, framing the return to the office for millions of workers as necessary for the United States to move behind the pandemic. Biden states, because of the progress we've made fighting CV, Americans can not only get on back to work, get your big ass back to work, but they can go to the office and safely fill our great downtown cities again. What? Well, bitch, it's been 2 some odd years. A nigga ain't feeling that. Okay, it's been 2 and some odd years, and people have figured out another way, which, you know, this could be a detriment to our country because the economy could crash. We know that without melanated dollars, that there is a problem there. Okay, but it seems like melanated ones have been the most to strive and come up out of during this entire pandemic. This comes after the president made similar comments during the recent State of Union address. It's time for America to get back to work, he said, while announcing the new CV plans. People working from home can feel safe and begin to return to their offices. Fuck out of here. Now, what's the CV plan? You gonna put another strand out, bitch? bitch. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we had already talked about that, and I do find it strange and suspicious. Okay, it is what it is. I mean, that's the thing. You're the worker, they're the laborers. Or they provide the work, you provide the labor. But what would the economy be without that cycle? Okay, and so they messed it up for themselves. Yup, their crafty devices will turn against them. Moving on in other shade room fashion news, they say, I see you. Sis better be turning everyday items into fashionable accessories. Now, I want to talk about this really quick, right? This is how the media makes a mockery of our culture, right? Now, you might look at this and find this funny, but I don't, and I'm going to show you why. So right now, this young lady has some pigtails, some twisties in her hair, right? And is holding a glass table with the fingernails, the outfit, and the shoes to match, as if to say Nijis would try to coordinate just about anything. Okay. As we move on to another picture, you'll see this young lady with a gas can in her hand, some Yeezys, and a fire jumpsuit on, right? So you mean to tell me that, you know, it's almost like combining ghetto with fashion, trying to say that the average hood chick will try to match her outfit with a gasoline can, bitch? And they might be right, though. Some people do be stretching it, okay? Then you got that bitch up here with some balls, some pigtails, some Aquafina, case of waters, and the Jordans to match, bitch. See how they do us? Oh, man. See how they do us? Unreal. So then you got a bag of ruffles, okay? I mean, she keep a pair of, the bitch got on ruffle socks, okay? And the outfit, and I ain't gonna lie to the outfit's cute. I rock that. But the potato chip purse gotta go, bitch. You understand me? And so I don't know if they're trying to be funny or not. They said you better show out when it comes to fashion. The girls have been cutting up. However, one young lady has been creating one-of-a-kind looks that have folks online in a chokehold. Best believe you've seen 23-year-old Jada online with her unique fits. Jada has been going viral for her unique style and accessories that you would never expect to see in that manner. Recently, Jada's pictures have been all over the internet, and you might wonder what's so special about her style. Well, I'd say it's because it's unexpected. We've reached out to the Richmond, California native to figure out how she creates looks that have gone viral. A lot of looks are inspired. Okay, and I just showed you she's inspired by a bag of ruffled cheddar and sour cream potato chips. She was inspired by a case of Aquafina water with the ruffle socks to match. Even a damn 10-gallon gas can. She was inspired by that, wearing the Yeezys and the flame crop top. Okay, and you know, I don't know how she's gonna wear this glass table that's around her shoulder with a ruffle strap, but apparently that was an inspiration as well. Okay. Yes, and they also, Boricua, they also make socks. Okay. That's like Sprite. They got, you can go to like Marshalls or TJ Maxx and you can get a box of like 6 to 12 pack socks, and they'll have all of the distributions of soda like Pepsi, Sprite, Coca-Cola, Grape, Big Red. You can go buy socks that advertise all your favorite soda flavors and cereal flavors, as well as t-shirts and jogging suits. So you're absolutely right, Boricua. But I think bringing out a glass table and a damn flammable gas can is stretching it a bit far, bitch. Okay, they doing too much. Who they playing with? You could be inspired by a flower, bitch, okay? Or, you know, anything, the clouds, nigga. But I don't suggest you go carrying around an end table for inspiration. Thumbs me up for the one time we in here, midday Monday, and they hate it. to go on over to the neighborhood talk for the one time. Okay. They had a couple of stories that I was interested in, more like updates of things that we already talked about around here. Okay. Now, a lot of people might find this strange and suspicious, but to be blatantly honest with you, I don't. Okay. This is why you have to be careful of the company that you heard that birds of a feather flock together. Each spirit wants to be around its likeness, but there is a such thing as that opposites attract. We can't forget about those particular friends or a certain group of people that love to outshine you, right? That all of their friends don't look better than them. They don't have the body that they got. And I think Alexis Skye is one of them. So somehow, some way, the neighborhood talk has gotten a hold to a clip of Alexis Skye and one of her good friends on the beach. Now, initially watching this, you might be thinking, well, what about it? We know Alexis Skye has a nice little body, okay? Keeping in mind all of the injections, all of the surgery that she's had. You know, that's the main goal. Everybody wants to walk around with a guapa lot of booty, okay? A whole lot of booty cheek. That's the end thing. This is the time of the gluteus maximus, the time of the buttocks, okay? And so you'll see people selling a rib to get some more booty, bitch. Bless their hearts. I don't know why they wasn't taught to just eat a little jiffy. Fix your couple potatoes with some butter and salt and pepper on it, bitch. Okay? Eat your bowl of cereal in the middle of the night. That's how you get the booty, okay? You ain't always got to go buy it, motherfucker. There's certain home remedies that you can do, okay? And, one of the main things is that if you being humped on right, that booty gonna grow, bitch. Okay, it just takes a little love and practice. That's all, right? But Alexis Skye, it doesn't seem like her and her friend are on the same page here, okay? Take a look. Oh, man, what in the flapjack is going on here? Okay, Alexis Skye done stole her booty, her friend's booty. Ain't no way in the world I'll be on the camera with this girl when she's got enough booty for, half of a town. And then I'm over here looking like I lost my booty on the subway. Undamn real. And the neighborhood talk done got a hold to it. And y'all wonder why all these culture vultures come around. They showing you right here. They showing you right here, okay? You've got Hilda behind Alexis Skye, and Hilda done slid down an everlasting slide and lost her butt crack. All she is butt crack, okay? And so if you ever wondering where these culture vultures come from, they showing you right here. Can you imagine what it feels like to be her friend right now, bitch? And then they done caught it on camera, so she ain't never gonna be able to live it down, okay? Man, that's a flat ass. Poor Hilda. Let's move on in other news. Poor Hilda. That's a shame. It's a shame. I really feel bad for those that ain't got no arse. I'm not saying you got to have all the arse in the world, but it sure would be nice to have something to sit your belt on, bitch. At least got to have enough arse to hold your damn pants up, okay? Poor people. Poor Hilda and friends. So I want to get into Rick Ross for the one time, if you don't mind. Okay, I don't know how many of you all knew. I look up, y'all so silly. Can I get on with my commentary, please? Y'all silly. I don't know what had happened to that arse. Okay, I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. Shout out to all the ladies in the room. Feel free to support the channel, bitch. We in here on a midday, and they hate that. Okay. But I want to talk about Rick Ross. A lot of you guys might not know that Rick Ross owns the Wingstops. Flame it up if you have a Wingstop in your city. Anybody got a Wingstop in their city? Inquiring locals would like to know. Man, it's something in that chicken, y'all. Now, I'm going to come out of the midday host voice and get into my regular voice. Bitch, there's something in that chicken. Okay, something's in there. Something is in there, and it's addictive. I'm telling y'all, I had been eating Wingstop, I had to have it like 3 times a week, bitch. Okay, you get to a point where you don't even want the fries no more, even though the fries got like a little bit of a Grippo seed. You might got Grippo. Any bitch know what Grippos is, bitch? Okay, listen. If you from anywhere around my region and you know about that pickle, that hot pickle, them Grippos and that motherfucking Big Red, bitch, it's murder. Okay, it's murder around here. Yeah, and so them lemon peppers, man, and ain't nothing like a chicken wing. Okay, ain't nothing like a chicken wing with a little twang on that thing. You understand me? I tell you, if they wanted to wipe us all out, all they have to do is put it in the chicken. And I ain't gonna say that they ain't already did that, bitch. Okay, they know how to get to us. Man, I 3 times up. Every time I turn around, every time I get hungry, I start thinking about WANG stopping shot. And so I don't know what Rick Ross done did to us. I don't know what's in that chicken, but I'm gonna tell you, beware, it's addictive, man. And then it got to a point where I didn't even need, you can keep the fucking fries with the Grippo seasoning and all that. Just give me the wangs. I went from an 8-piece to a 10-piece and then got to thinking about a 15-piece, bitch. I'm a little lady, okay? I don't need to be eating no 15 winglets, okay? And so I had to pull myself back. And so I'm sitting back, the aftermath, and I'm giving it the side eye because I'm sitting back now and I'm wondering what had happened. What in the world did they put in that chicken? What is in that chicken? Okay. And then when you look at Rick Ross, apparently he ain't been eating it, okay? Because he's over there looking all drippy and hound doggish in the face. What did happen, Rick? Don't you eat your own chicken, bitch? Because if you did, you wouldn't be dropping off and falling off like you is. Okay. And so I question the play because you should be gaining extra stretch marks like everybody is that's eating your chicken, bitch. Okay. Now, I want to do a quick little comparison because I'm a little upset with Rick Ross. Look at him. Look at this sucker. Look at him. Look, this. Now, we ain't seen Rick Ross in a long time. And then when we do see him, and this what you doing, putting your big greasy head, rubbing it round there to the others. Nah, I don't trust your chicken no more. If this is what you're doing on your spare time, bitch, I don't trust your chicken no more. And I'm so glad that I overcame that addiction. Something is the matter here. Now, I know it might sound strange and suspicious, and I don't want to sound paranoid, okay? But he's looking real baggy around there to the eyeballs. He's bald as Joe's turkey. He sure is. He's sweaty. Yup. And then in his spare time, he's doing this. This is what he doing in his spare time. Yeah, so nah, I don't trust the chicken no more. I don't trust it. Moving on. Let's move on. Beware of Wingstop, okay? Beware of Wingstop, bitch, okay? Something's in there. Something's in there. Thumb me up. We in here.
I've been sipping since I've been too young. I mean, baby girl, I've been rolling since I was 17. I've been geeking on that water.
Now, I hate to bring this up, okay? But this story is strange and suspicious to me, y'all. Nurse aide, okay? Oh, shit. Y'all give me 1 second. Hold on now. Hold on here. Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on real quick. I got to go see something. I'll be right back.
Illicit.
Yeah, shout out to all the ladies in the room. I see y'all with the heels and the flame in the chat, and it don't stop. It's a beautiful midday, a beautiful beginning of the week. I'm wishing and sending love and light to all the ladies, especially the loyal ladies, for the one time as we dissect this midday mayhem with these celebrity updates. Now, this here ain't no damn celebrity, okay? She's sitting over looking like Bucker the Beaver, and she's been accused of sexually abusing a senior citizen in a nursing home. Men were in their late 80s and 90s. So we have a female petty here. Okay, now these are all allegations for the moment, but she has been arrested for committing physical and sexual abuse in the senior citizen home. Neighbors, this is sick. A 23-year-old former employee at an assisted living facility in Madison, Ohio, has been arrested. I mean, you know, she does look a little distorted in the eyes, if you ask me. Following the allegations that Tierra L. Ford has sexually abused elderly men at the facility, she was detained on Thursday at her home. 2 counts of gross sexual imposition have been filed against her in addition to the charge of rape. Okay, after working as a state nurse aide at the end at University Village, according to the authorities, Ford was investigated. The investigation led to video recordings of Miss Ford actually assaulting elderly residents of the facility, according to the reports. Between the December the 1st of 2019 and December the 4th of 2021. That's almost 2 years, y'all. It is claimed that the incidents occurred. Men in their late 80s and early 90s were involved, and due to their conditions of being mental and physically impaired, as well as being significantly older. As a result, according to the accounts, they would not have been able to consent or reject the woman, y'all. Ford is being detained without bond at the time of publication. A hearing in court is scheduled soon. Now, hit that heat for me for the one time. It got to go, okay? Yeah, it's already hot around here to the Liddy City, and I ain't gonna let a bitch burn me out, okay? This is disgusting, okay? Now, if she is found guilty, now they said they already had conducted an investigation, okay, which means that they had to have found, hey, Noondi, baby, they had to have found probable cause, okay? Now, could you imagine putting one of your loved ones, whether they have suffered from early stages of dementia or if they just have some chronic health problems that you're not able to assist them with, so you pay a lot of money. Don't forget, these elderly facilities or these nursing homes, they make major money, okay? You put them responsible and in charge of one of your dear loved ones. You putting houses up. They'll take your house, they'll take your car, they'll take all your assets just to be able, just for you to be able to sit a loved one in their nursing home. Okay, bitch, they take food stamps and all. You understand me? And so could you imagine putting everything on the line, including the well-being of your loved one, thinking that you're putting them in a safe area and they are getting touched by one of us? You know, she like she could be a little mixed or something, but that's okay, right? Now, I'm going to tell you, if it was one of my family members, that bitch wouldn't make it out the parking lot at the end of her shift. Okay, they'd have to have her in protective custody because I got some crazies in my family that will give her the business about one of the elders in my life, okay? Yeah, shame on her. You know, these people need to be screened, okay? And it's even more disgusting to see that it's coming from somebody of a youthful age. This young lady, if this is true, if she is found guilty, this is sick. Thank you, Lieutenant, baby. This is sick. Are you, Rochelle? Well, I know you're a wonderful caregiver, okay? But I had a good friend. Y'all remember the show Moesha? One of my good gay friends, his grandfather, okay? Their grandfather, her name was Miss Rose and Mr. Johnny. They loved them some Moesha to death. They called me Mo, okay? They couldn't say Ro, bitch, so they had to say Mo, and I loved it, and they loved me. Well, the grandfather has suffered from early stages of dementia. Okay. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I think we talked about this in the summertime on one of the midday shows. Nursing homes were originated from the rich people who had enough money to pay a facility to take care of their family. Okay. I mean, you know, my granny was a registered nurse for over 30 years and then went into private duty nursing after that. She never got tired. Okay. So she has did some nursing for some very wealthy families, and they with that. Okay. They'll throw their loved ones in a facilitated nursing home in a minute. Okay. It might cost a lot of money, but they in there, right? Some type of way we have followed suit. Not only do you have to worry about them neglecting your loved one, and I don't give a damn how expensive it is. It's all about the people that is employed there. It's not really about the actual facility. So you walk in as a family member and you look at the recreation room, you look at the food that they serve in the cafeteria, you look at how much space they got and what their chart looks like and what their daily activities is. Yeah, I know about all that. Okay. But you don't know and will never be able to know unless you have a camera in that room, which is against the HIPAA law. So it will never happen. You'll never know how some of those people are treating your loved one. It only takes for one bad apple, bitch, like this one. It only takes one. So I suggested on one of the midday shows that you hold your loved ones dear. Now, shout out to all the caregivers, nurses, CNAs, LPNs, anybody that's in that field. God bless you. Much love to you. The world needs more good people like you. Okay. But don't you ever think that it ain't some hood rats, some psychopaths, some nutballs, some sickly, some perverts that are, involved in a little bit of everything. And they can only hold their shot for so long. Johnny, which was the grandfather of one of my good friends, he only was in the nursing home for about 3 months. VT says families are now allowed to use cams. Yes. Come on in, y'all. That is a blessing because there's been so many neglect-related deaths, abuse-related deaths, especially since the CV involving nursing homes and caregiving in these facilities. I'm going to give y'all a chance to thumb me up for the one time, especially if I know that you enjoyed this live as much as I have. Go ahead and thumbs me up so that we can proceed. Where we at on likes, but equal? Okay, thumb me up, y'all. We in here.
Listen.
Hit that like button on a Monday. Yeah, thumb me up, bitch. So as I mentioned on the midday, if you can, because we respect all of our caregivers and anybody that, because some people are born for that. There is a such thing, and I mentioned it right here on one of our platforms, that you go to school, you get paperwork to be these things, but there is a such thing as a natural born doctor. There is a such thing as a natural born nurse, a natural born artist, a natural born mechanic. You are already born with these gifts, and the ones that recognize their purpose and can see these gifts that they have, they make excellent nurses, excellent CNAs, excellent dentists, because they adhere to their calling, their purpose. It's a beautiful thing. So we ain't gonna play like we don't need these people. But it only takes for one slouchy, lazy, distorted mind individual to come in and risk the life of one of your family members. Here you've had a lifetime, 80, 90 years old. Your family puts you in a place for you to be comfortable and rest assured for the duration of whatever your time is left here on earth. And you mean to tell me that something like this, they would have to live, the last of their days knowing that they have been violated Oh, it's going to be some consequences had. And luckily, they went on ahead and locked this lady up because you know how we are as a collective. We're going to handle it the street way. Playing with my granny or my granddaddy or my great uncle, bitch, I'm going to hurt you. Okay? And so I suggest that it be the last thing that you do. Grab hold to your family. That's what that seniority is about. In other races besides the rich, and we know who most of the rich are, especially in America. Okay, we know who they are. Listen, it's about giving back that nurture and that love that you received. I would suggest, unless you can not absolutely help it, that you take the time out, get that big house, bring in that visiting nurse. There is a such thing as a visiting nurse. Bring her in, see if you can house your elderly or your loved one in your own home, or, you know, take alternate shifts. Okay. Where certain family members can come in and help give care for your elderly. Listen, the Arabs, you don't never see an Arab elder in a nursing home. You would barely see a Spanish elder in a nursing home. You ain't getting ready to see an Asian in a nursing home as an elder. It's against the family ritual. It's against the code of ethic for certain races. And so I would suggest, as a melanated race, if you have to put your family member in a facility, man, watch them, guard them with your life. And VT just gave us some good news. She said now that, you know, there are cameras welcome in some of the nursing homes. Girl, that was just news to my ear. I'm so glad to hear that, because it makes people have to be mindful of what they do and take their job seriously, especially when it's involving somebody's life. I hope that this woman is innocent and these are lies and allegations, because I also am hoping that those elderly did not have to suffer that. Shame and a scandal. Shame and a scandal. Finally, okay, there was one more story I wanted to touch on. That was similar, you know, involving facilities like what we just read. Teacher leaves classroom on a stretcher after a 5-year-old student attacked her. Police found the teacher sitting on the ground. I mean, was it the baby of King Kong? 5 years old, knocking down a teacher to the point where she's sitting on the ground waiting for the police, bitch. Where in the hell did this happen at? In the Amazons? A Florida teacher had to be taken to the hospital after a 5-year-old student attacked her, the police say. According to ABC 12, this all went down a little after 10 a.m. Wednesday to the Pike Lake Elementary in Pembroke Pines, Florida. The police report said that the student was in a cool down room, right, after he and a 4-year-old started throwing objects around and flipping chairs. You know, y'all picture that in your mind, between a 4 and a 5-year-old, right? I mean, by what I just read, it sounded like what would be the beginning of a riot. But you can't forget that these are 4 and 5-year-olds. They said they were throwing objects around and flipping over chairs. The child reportedly hit the teacher with his feet and fist. When police arrived at the school, they found the teacher sitting on the ground against the wall. I don't know if the teacher had been attacked by the son of baby Huey or what, but the story sounds strange and suspicious. The teacher was taken out of the classroom on a stretcher by fire personnel and then transported to an area hospital. The 5-year-old could be hit with a charge of aggravated assault with hands, fists, and feet, WKMG reported. What? This must have been one of them 5-year-olds that was on Maury for overeating, bitch. Somebody call Maury. Something is the matter here. Let's take a listen. And here we go, y'all. Hopefully it'll let me. Just a second. Wow, this is really hard to believe. Let's take a listen.
And we have learned that it was a 5-year-old student that could be facing some serious trouble after allegedly battering a teacher here at Pines Lake Elementary. This incident.
Y'all give me 1 second. I ain't gonna play with it. Y'all. I don't play no more. Only when I want to. Okay. So let's do it like this. Now, just imagine if this was your 4 or 5-year-old. These are some pretty serious allegations. Okay. Said that the child was pretty much out of control.
Have learned that it was a 5-year-old student that could be facing some serious trouble after allegedly battering a teacher here at Pines Lake Elementary. This incident so bad that it left that teacher unresponsive. She had to be placed on a stretcher and taken to the hospital. A 5-year-old could be facing some serious charges after allegedly battering a teacher. It all happened Wednesday at Pines Lake Elementary School. The police report says it started when a 4-year-old and 5-year-old began throwing things around the classroom and at teachers, along with flipping chairs. The teacher radioed for help. The report says the first officer to respond saw the teacher sitting on the ground against a wall, appearing to be in a faint state. The officer tried holding her up, but she was weak and dazed, and the teacher was coughing and dry heaving. Paramedics would also show up to find the teacher unresponsive. She was placed on a stretcher and taken to Memorial Regional Hospital. Police tell us the 5-year-old was not arrested, but the incident report says the child could be charged with
aggravated assault. Flame it up if you find that strange and suspicious. What? And I bet 9 times out of 10, these are melanated children. Here is the incident report right here, which could lead to a physical lawsuit, okay? And criminal charges. We all know that if the charges if the defendant is not of age, then the charges are placed upon the parents. Okay, so I really would like to see how this plans out. I don't know if this is a developing story with more to come as how this incident report is going to be handled. They did say that no arrests were made, but listen, this is strange and suspicious. I couldn't imagine a 4 or 5-year-old having that much strength to knock the wind out of an adult. I don't care if she's male or female. Okay, so this is pretty serious. And strange and suspicious at the same time. Okay. Lord have mercy. Moving on in other news before we head up out of here, y'all. Listen, thumbs me up if you don't mind. Please don't make my mod big for likes. I thought y'all like butter equal. Okay, respect me and my motherfucking mods, bitch, and thumbs me up, or you got plenty of time to scram. The exit is left. And I would advise that you don't look back. Moving on in other neighborhood talk news, Jenny Mai Jenkins says she has been struggling with breastfeeding, compares it to being even more difficult than giving birth. What is them yiddies full of silicone or something, Jenny? Now, I don't know how many breastfeeding mothers we have around here, but how many of you all would agree with that? Breastfeeding is more difficult than giving birth. Well, I guess it would be if your yiddies are full of silicone. Okay. Now, Jenny and young Jeezy have a beautiful biracial baby named Monaco. It's a little girl. Okay. Jenny Mai is back to reality, this time after breastfeeding, saying it is harder than childbirth. The talk show host opened up about the challenges she's having trying to produce enough milk to feed her young daughter, Monaco. I wonder if it's going to be a baby Huey too. Okay, the way Jenny's talking is worse than giving birth. So she says, been tackling this breastfeeding thing for 2 months. Now, I will say breastfeeding is kind of difficult. Okay. But after that first week, there should be a bond made, and I really could get deep about it, but I won't. Okay. We'll leave it at a surface basis. I bet I know why it's hard and the bonding and breastfeeding is hard. I bet I know. Okay, but we'll leave it up for the people to speculate. Been tackling this breastfeeding thing for 2 months, says Jenny, alongside photos of herself using a breast pump, listening to a lactation nurse, reading advice online, and getting so much help from other moms. Hands down, it's been the most difficult part of this entire mom journey. I already heard it was going to be, but I never imagined this. For me, it was even more difficult than giving birth. Following that, the 43-year-old mother went on to explain what a nurse recommended she do in order to maintain her milk supply, but she claims that it hasn't worked. Since then, every 3 hours looked like this: latch, supplement with the formula, since I could only give her an ounce, if that, and go pump to signal to my body to make more milk. Set alarm to take this milk thistle pills, sunflower, lecithin pills, drink fenugreek tea, massage my boobs in 1 hour, prepare boobs with a hot compress or towel, wake the baby up, repeat, and 2 months later. So she's saying that it's feeling like a job. Now, Jenny's pretty. I think Jenny is a pretty girl. I believe that she's a little overwhelmed. You know, there is a such thing as postpartum. And so that's what it sounded like, a little mixture of a little postpartum. I mean, shit, Jenny, pump ahead of time. You got 2 titties, okay? You got 2 yitties. You use one time and then you rotate. You use the other yitty next time, okay? But if you got a bunch of silicone and brick in your boobs, bitch, it's going to be hard, okay? Maya admitted that she had to stop comparing herself to other mothers because it was affecting her mental health. Yeah, this is postpartum, y'all, okay? Her candidness regarding her pregnancy and postpartum experience is nothing new for the former stylist. A few months after giving birth, she claimed she felt ready to fall off her lower half. Maya and Jeezy married in April of 2021. Initially, the Real Talk show host didn't want kids when she married Jeezy at 44. Jeezy is 44. She is 43. Okay, so they're 1 year apart. And on their wedding day, she began IVF treatments. So she didn't want kids by her Caucasian husband. Okay, that's actually the reason that they divorced. He wanted children with her and she didn't want them, right? But it says right here, on the day of their honeymoon, she began to take IVF pills and virtual fertilization treatments because she had to have that partially melanated monocle. Now I'm gonna tell you, she's a pretty thing. I know she's beautiful. Okay. But it was something important about hurrying up and getting a baby put in her by young Jeezy. Yep. And you're going to hear more topics like this on either one of my platforms because I feel like it's a big old thing. It really is. Breastfeeding is about bonding. It's about nurturing. And if you don't enjoy it while you're doing it, that baby can feel it. Okay, and so you can put the yitty in the mouth all you want to. It won't be no bond there. And let's not forget about culture as well. You know, people don't mention, okay? Yes, Day. Damn it, you took the words out of my mouth, Peanut. Let me say something real quick, okay? Let me just say something real quick, okay? Bonding with breastfeeding, okay? It's a natural thing. You should enjoy it. That's why they got the pump in case you don't, but a lot of biracial people, and you guys don't know what I got going on in my family, so I don't want to hear no BS, okay? This is fact based off of biology, okay? Chemicals and balance or imbalance. And a lot of biracial people do not understand that they are naturally chemically imbalanced just because the mixing of the races. Now you go do your own damn research, okay? Now I ain't gonna say they ain't beautiful people. They are, of course, okay? It's actually what society is looking for, okay? But you'll see. Do your own research. Use your own personal experiences. A lot of biracial people struggle with chemical imbalance, which could cause polarity issues and personality disorders and social anxieties and all of these things, okay? It's just like if you, and I hate to use this, but I have to use it where your mind can grasp it. It's just like if you mix a Rottweiler with a Doberman Pinscher, okay? It's not going to have the same pedigree traits. Do you understand? As a full-blooded Rottweiler or a full-blooded whatever, okay? Y'all understand what I'm trying to say. So she needs to try to bond with this partially black baby, and that could be hard to do as an Asian mother. Okay, so somebody asked me, can it be that a baby doesn't like the mother? The baby can feel if there are any type of feelings, whatever that mama's feeling, that baby can feel it. Now, I'm not gonna say the baby can't like her, but yes, it's possible. Children can be blessings or lessons. Blessings or lessons, you understand? And that's a whole nother video. Blessing or lesson. Not all kids are blessings, bitch, okay? And let's just leave that at that. So then they go on to read, to post this big old statement, okay, that Jenny makes, and she's looking tired, bitch. She's looking tired. Yes, babies can sense evil. Babies have a seventh sense, that we lose at some point in time as we reach, adulthood. We lose that sense, but babies can sense, and their senses are heightened to a certain degree because they are so vulnerable. Okay, so that is very important information. I appreciate that question and people that are elaborating on it, because these would make for good topics on other videos. Y'all come on in with the innovation, bitch. Okay. Jenny's looking tired is what I was saying. Girl, she need to go on a date or something. Okay, where is Jeezy? Yeah, and that's another thing that we can talk about. Before the baby came, you never seen Jeezy without Jenny. But see, that's what these non-melanated women do. They go grab up our men and think that it's gonna be different for them. Bitch, you gonna get the nigger treatment. He gonna treat you just the same, okay? And you're not exempt. Anybody can get it when you're dealing with our melanated kings. They know how to handle us all, and I promise you they don't discriminate. And so, hopefully Jenny won't end up another baby mama. Okay, we know Jeezy got a few kids that we don't hardly see him with the baby mama. Okay, so anyway, I'm wishing them well on their marriage and their new parenthood. But it is a struggle, and the main thing is for that baby to be healthy. Okay, so I can't wait till they show her, because I know that she is beautiful. There was an article that I wanted to share with you guys, and I hope I haven't passed it up. Y'all give me 1 second. We're about to head up out of here. I ain't never had a midday show this long, but it was going so good. I mean, why hurry up and end it? I appreciate y'all. I do. We were talking about Wingstop, right? Earlier, I pulled up a picture of Rick Ross. Told you that he owns all of the Wingstops that are distributed, throughout the United States, which I think was a very savvy and valid investment. Okay. Who that don't like chicken? It's so funny because in certain areas in the city where I live in, we've only got about 2 Popeyes chickens in the entire city, right? And I mean, the damn line to Popeyes will be wrapped around, all the way up the street to the stoplight. You understand me? And so what's funny about it is that it's mostly Caucasians. Okay, they love chicken cooked by Nijis. Okay, that's how they stole the KFC recipe from a Kentucky native here. That's how you got KFC. That was actually the recipe of a black maid. Okay, she worked for Colonel Sanders, and they pretty much stole her recipe. Now, if I have any savvy mods in here that can drop the name, I believe her name was Betty. Okay, but her family was cheated out of the money that was made from their mother's recipe. And they have even went on, the Sanders, to create other franchises based off of the Colonel Sanders brand, like Claudia Sanders, which is a buffet. Okay, but that biscuit recipe belonged to the black maid of Colonel Sanders, and that chicken recipe belonged to the black maid of Colonel Sanders. So they never give you the backstories behind this, right? And so even to this day, some of the richest non-melanated people, some of the most pompous, arrogant, white collar, blue collar, non-melanateds love them some greasy chicken. You understand me? So that's why I think it was a great idea for Rick Ross to make that chicken company. And it's just like, getting out of the hustle game. Flip that money, invest it into something that you can air down to your family. Now, of course, I can't find the damn article, y'all, but you can head on over to the Shade Room, or you can head on over to the Neighborhood Talk and find the Wingstop article. I can't find it. I don't want to hold you guys here 1 minute longer. Listen, shout out to all the ladies in the room for the one time. Okay. Monday, midday. Now, I've got a live schedule. It's going to be new. We're going to bring up a pretty, I feel like, serious topic. And we're going to make it lit, y'all. So be sure to set your reminder on locally, regardless of order. The main thing, if you're new to this channel, hit the subscribe button. Be sure to leave a comment so we can get the algorithm up on these videos. Bust through with the bust through. We still on our way, y'all. Don't give up. Patience is a virtue. I want to shout out SG for the one time. Yeah, I always appreciate you, Liddyville. Much motherfucking love. Okay. And so if the sun ain't out where you are, bitch, you better be that sun. And you better be that sun. Miss Childress. Thank you, Lucy. Lucy's going to be my PR, y'all. Okay. I don't know if I got enough money to pay her, but if she take food stamps, listen, man, we can get it cracking. Okay. Lucy Code, y'all. Flame it up for Lucy for the one time. She's like a robot with this info. I mean, you really need to start your own shit. Like, you really need to listen, whenever you're ready to get your channel going, and I think you've already built your support and whatever not. And so you just let us know when you're ready. I got a few intellects like VT. I love the conversation you be having. I think you're a good speaker. We got some talent up in the chat, y'all. We got the poet Noondy. Yep. We be missing you, Noondy, but we love you long time. Okay. We got Lucy, the PR, aka the executive administrator around here. Okay. We got Rock. She's just a beautiful soul. She got all kind of things going on. And don't forget, y'all, to check my community posts for certain channels that I want you guys to go check out and get into for the one time, just to keep it positive and keep positivity in your realm, because you got about 80% of YouTube that is negative, and you can find that shit anywhere. But you really got to dig and search around for the positive ones. Okay. And so for even the smaller channels that push through, they might not get a lot of views on their video, but those smaller channels don't even know that they're even an inspiration to people like me. I mean, you got to crawl before you walk. You understand me? And so take a little time out to dig around. Rochelle said, I'm security. No, you're not. You ain't security, girl. We got a corporate position for you as well. Okay? Shit. Nah, we're gonna pay security from the outside. I got an idea who I could use for security. It won't be none of my mods, though. You understand me? So anyway, y'all enjoy y'all Monday. I plan on coming back out for the scheduled live. I really appreciate y'all. This was an excellent midday. We're adding an addition, calling it the BlOgHAWG. How y'all feeling about that? Hammer in the chat if you don't like it. Flame it up if you like that. We're adding BlOgHAWG to the midday edition. How y'all feeling? hard than with local. Flame it up if you like it. Hammer if you ain't going. All right, I see y'all. I see y'all. Well, anyway, y'all, I fucking love y'all because it's a beautiful midday. Bitch, we ain't gonna have it no other way. I'll see y'all in a little bit, and I only want my lip this day. Be there or be square, bitch, okay? We got enough squares around there. We ain't got no squares in Little City. You understand me? Until next time, I holla.